Shalom, shalom, Akim. Uh, Coming again to do another sit down. I want to say, um, I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Dash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. And peace, greetings, and salutation to the Akims that's pushing this work around the globe in truth and sincerity. And with no further ado, man, I just want to dive into a vid on pressing towards the mark, man. And that mark being that mark of exemption, and also that mark of salvation, So with no further ado, I dive right into it, man. It's Philippians 3, and I'll start at 13. It says, brethren. Okay, all right. That brethren right there is going out to the Akims, all right? The elect men of the Lord. I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do. Let's get that word apprehended. Salagia. All right, it says to lay hold of, like when the police apprehend you, all right, they take you in, take hold of. Salakia.
Strong's G 2638. Catalambano.
All right, it says to lay hold of some, so as though to make one's own, to attain to make one's own, to take into oneself appropriate, to seize upon, to take possession of evils overtaking one, the last day overtaking the wicked with destruction of a demon, about to torment one in a good sense. Yahweh shall by his holy power in the Florence land hold on the human mind and will in order to prompt and govern it, to detect, catch, to lay hold of with the mind, to understand, perceive, learn, comprehend. All right, that's good enough. All right, say, brother, I count on myself to take hold of, but this one thing I do. All right, this Paul. Forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forward unto those things which are before. All right, valuing the fact that the Father have called particular men, man, and being chosen is in reach. And it says, Paul said, reaching forth unto those things which are before. All right, so those things which is in the sight of the men, man, who can see the finish line, are those who have been called to run in a race. All right, so we got to know exactly what that is, man. Exactly what we're striving for. And the truth, I know some men, may join it because it's a unity thing or whatever the case may be, man. But your deeds gonna get found out by the Lord. Yeah, when you find out that your purpose of being an Israelite wasn't just to wake up to knowing you was an Israelite, man. That was the beginning of sorrows, man. Once you found out you was an Israelite, that was the beginning of greatness, man. Greatness, but with a hell of a walk in front of it, to get to it, man, to get to your crown. All right, let's get a precept for that real quick. This Hebrews 6. I'll start at 1. It says, therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Yahushua, let us go on into perfection. You see that? Striving for what's in front of us. All right. This thing that we're going to get is a thing of perfection, man. Even the Most High have been already ordained and written that as the stone, all right, that the men of the Lord is going to get a perfect body, man. All right, they're gonna be perfect with the law. They're gonna be perfectly upright for Yahweh by Hashem Shah to serve him for all eternity in perfection. All right, let us go on into perfection. It says, not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works and of faith towards God. All right, not of dead works and of faith towards God. All right, so not them dead work, man. Not laying that foundation of dead works, man, but works that have life in it, man. That have this living water, which is the truth, man. And it's about to tell you of the doctrines of baptism. You see, that's the rivers of living water, and of land on of hands, you know, the healing, man, and the resurrection of the dead, you know, doing that which Yahweh Shah did and more, and of eternal judgment, man. Yeah, being kings reigning in the earth, man, over all these nations on the planet earth. It says, and this will we do if Yahweh permit it. All right, if our power permit. All right, so, and he's going to permit that, man. Like he said, I made the earth for y'all's sake, man. All right, for y'all to rule and rule with a rod iron, man. You know, and be the inheritance of that, man. You know, this the stock of Israel inheritance, the entire earth, everywhere where the sole of our feet touch it upon, man. All right, let me go back to so that's what we ultimately striving for, man. All right, let's go back to Philippians 3 and 14. I get the 14. It says, I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of our power and in the Mashiach Yahweh Shah. You see, press towards the mark for the prize, man. Let's get that. All right, this what you should be pressing towards, man. All right, this
Strong G 4649. Just got pass.
All right, it says an observer, a watchman. It says the distant mark looked at. All right, that goal that's in hand, man. That's what all we always say is what? Keep pushing, keep fighting. I can keep going. All right. It says the goal or end one has in view. All right. That's until we basically make it into those chariots, man. And then the real work start then. All right. Right now we rehearsing. But it's going to get a time to where we got to make it to that finish line to where the real work at. And then we going to really start getting that work in, man. It's a goal, a mark, man, you know. All right. It says, I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling. All right. Salakia. It says, I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling. Let's get this prize. Check this prize out, man. Searching out some word. All right.
Strong's G 1017.
It says the award to the victor in the games, a prize. All right. A prize. A metaphor of the heavenly reward for Christian character. You see that? All right. It's a reward. All right. A prize, you know, an award, you know. So this is what we striving for. I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of our power in the Mashiach, man. All right. You know it. And that mark could go back to Ezekiel 9:4, man. That mark of exemption, you know. And it also, you got to strive for this too. What is it? This 1 Corinthians 9:12, 24 and 25. It says, know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? All right, this that same prize that Paul saying in Philippians, he pressed towards the mark for the prize. All right. So run that ye may obtain. All right, that you may get that award. And that award is them crowns that tall man is talking about in Esdras is putting on all the heads of the servants, man, that Esdras saw, man. It says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we're incorruptible. So we looking for an incorruptible crown, that mark of exemption, that mark of salvation, man. That's what we looking for, you know. Let's back to Philippians though. 3 and I'll go to 15. It says, let us therefore, as many as be perfect, let be thus minded. All right. Have our mind strictly stayed upon, like the scriptures say, blessed is he who keepeth his mind upon thee. All right. So the Father gonna establish our thoughts, as it said in Proverbs 16:3. Those who commit his thoughts to who commit their heart to the Lord, he will establish their thoughts. And I paraphrase that, man. But that's keeping your mind on Yahweh and his truth and his work and his ministry, all right? Making full proof of the ministry. It says, and if anything ye be otherwise minded, and if in anything ye be otherwise minded, all right, basically all off this truth, man. You know, if you ain't on this truth, that mean that you on something else, then you in something else, man. You in another lane. You know, you running, you veering out your lane, man. You gotta stay in your lane, man. Which the Father have called you to run in. And I get a precept for that. Our power shall reveal even this unto you, man. All right. I get a precept for that real quick. This 1 Corinthians 2. I start at 4. It says, and my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of the power, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. All right. So this, if you in anything else, you be otherwise minded. All right. So this basically, you know, Paul speaking of you, basically saying of with the enticing words of man's wisdom. All right. Because if you're not on the Mashiach, if you're not on our power, Yahweh Bashim Awashah, then you only in the world. All right. So it says, and my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man wisdom, because this the words of the Lord, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. All right. Don't be misled by the precepts of men, man. It says, howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect. You see, so that as many be perfect, that's who is speaking to us. Ye yet not the wisdom of this world, nor the princes of this world that come to naught. All right. So if you anything ye be otherwise minded, you know it's gonna come to naught. All right. It says, but we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory. All right. So your mind should only be upon the words that the Father have spoken from the very beginning, man. All right. And that you should only exercise your mental and train your mental up for to hear these words, man. All right. This is supposed to be your spiritual appetite. All right. Hearing this. Because the worldly words and the words of men gonna cause you to lose track in a race, man, and fall off the course. All right. Let's go back to Philippians. This 3:16, it says, nevertheless, whereunto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule. Yeah, by the same word. You know, hearing the word, all right, putting the word into action, man, and carrying it out. Let us mind the same thing. Yeah. Let us be of the same mind one to another. Matter of fact, let me get something real quick. It's not Romans 15 and I say 5. It says, now the God of patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded, one towards another, according to the Mashiach Yahweh Shah, man. In the same mind as him. When Yahweh Shah came down, he meant business, man. He got the Father work in, man. All right, he put that work in for the Father, man. That ye may be one mind and one mouth glorify our power, even the Father of our Mashiach Yahweh Shah, man. In that order, man. You know. Can't miss it, bro. Can't miss this train. Hey, you gonna have to catch this train up. This it. This the ultimate test here. It said, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing, man. All right. Being on the same track, one towards another. It says, brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk, so as ye have also for an example. All right. So let me get a precept for that. This Philippians 4, and I'm gonna get 9. It says, those things which ye have both learned, yeah, that's why I tell you in Revelation, that which ye have hold fast, and received and heard and seen in me do. All right. So Paul telling you to be followers of him, and the God of peace shall be with you. All right. So those things which ye have taught, that you have learned from elders and apostles and the men that walk before you and great men, to keep that, man, and let that resonate upon your hearts, man, and dwell within your spirits. I'll get another one for that. This Titus 2. Let's go one here. 7 and 8. It says, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, and doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, and sincerity, man. Sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you, man. Nobody ain't gonna be able to gainsay or resist what you saying, man, because it's holy and upright, man. All right, sound speech that cannot be condemned. You see that? And this sound speech is these doctrines, man, these scriptures. All right. And with that, I'm gonna leave it right there, man. So yeah, man, marry these scriptures, man. Let this become your groom, man. You know, let this become your groomsman. And the ultimate groomsman is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, waiting to come get his bride. Marry this thing, man, and don't commit adultery and fornicate, man. Be locked in and loaded, man, because we in these last days, seconds, and time, man. Like the brother in the camp, man. You know, Page, man. That's his page name. GMS last days, seconds, of time. Salagia. All right, if I said it correctly. But and with that, man, have an undying faith, man, and don't deny our and don't deny our power or the godliness thereof, man. Lift him up, man, and exalt him, man, above all there is, man. Every chance you get, exalt the Lord, man, and exhort him. But with that, Akams, until the next time, I won't say shalom.